Hi kids, Pastor Bob. Hope you guys are having a great morning and really having some fun and jumping. I love to be with you like this and to tell you stories. And there's so many wonderful, happy stories in the Bible and about the people in the Bible that it's always nice to hear them. But sometimes the stories aren't so nice. And today I have sort of a sad story to tell you. Um, We're studying today. We're in a season of Lent. I think I talked about that with you last week. But Jesus had lots of followers. They were called disciples. And they followed Jesus and they believed in Jesus and they were Jesus' friends. And he had 12 disciples, 12 people that were really his closest friends. Like your BFF, your closest friend? Well, Jesus had them too. And he had this one guy, his name was Judas. Judas Iscariot was his whole name. And Jesus trusted him so much that he actually held all the money for all the disciples, all their spending money. He was like their treasurer. And Jesus loved him very much. But not everybody loved Jesus because Jesus was dangerous. Jesus was changing so many things and getting people, making them so happy that the people in the temple, what we call the Pharisees, that's a big word, Pharisees, those were like the leaders of the temple. They didn't want Jesus. They thought he was dangerous and they wanted him out of the way. And they were plotting against Jesus to kill him. But they couldn't figure out how to do it. And then one day, Judas, one of Jesus' best friends, went to the Pharisees. And the head of the Pharisees, his name was Caiaphas. He was the chief priest. And he said to Caiaphas, "What will you give me if I betray Jesus to you?" In other words, if I would sell out my friend, what would you give me? And they said, 30 pieces of silver. And he said, "It's done." And he made the arrangements. And he said, "I'll tell you when the right time is." And it happened to be that Jesus was in a garden and he was praying with his disciples. And Judas says, "You come to this garden and I will show you who Jesus is. I'll give him a kiss. And this way you'll know that it's Jesus." And so the soldiers came, and Judas came up to Jesus, and he kissed him on the cheek. And the soldiers arrested Jesus, and they brought him back, and they tried him. He had a trial before the Pharisees, and they found him guilty of heresy. And they brought him then to the Roman governor, who found him guilty. And they tried him, they crucified him, they killed him. Because Jesus was betrayed by his friend Judas. Sometimes that happens. It's not a happy story, but it's part of the story that we have to hear. After he did that, Judas was sorry that he did that. He tried to return the money, but they wouldn't take it back. The damage was done. And so we learned about Judas today, but we also learned about Jesus, because even though Judas betrayed him, Jesus still loved him. Have a great class today, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye. Love you all.